this will probably be the best top-down roguelike shooter you've ever played, and let me tell you why. Towards the end of May, I received an email that I didn't even know I got, and it was sitting there for about a week before one day I decided maybe I should check my spam folder, which I did. And in this folder was an email from a representative of the developer Jovty Worlds, who have made Ammo and Oxygen. In summary, the email explained what the game was and gave me a key, and he asked if I wouldn't mind reviewing the game. And I admit I was skeptical at first. So I decided to add the game to Steam and I downloaded it, which didn't take too long. I then proceeded to load up the game in order to see what it was like, played it for 5 minutes and immediately sent a message back to this person saying I will definitely review the game because from what I've seen in 5 minutes, it's fucking awesome. In a professional manner, I didn't actually swear. The very next day I woke up and I immediately started playing this game, after a coffee of course because I had to wake up properly. And I got addicted to the game, not the coffee. I'm already addicted to coffee already. I got so addicted that I completely forgot to record game footage for the game, so later on, after about an hour and a half of playing the game, I recorded some footage. Now a quick disclaimer here, when I first started playing this game I was paranoid as hell. Every single corner that I came to I thought something was going to jump scare me, and occasionally it did, but not all of the time, so I'll give them credit on that, they didn't overdo it. This is not a horror game, but sometimes creatures jump at you and it scares the crap out of you. So what you're watching now is gameplay after about an hour of playing the game, and I started to get used to it and started to get used to the jump scares so I didn't react as badly. And the basics of the game is that you have to go through and try to survive for as long as possible. Every time you kill an enemy you pick up this stuff, which is like DNA strands, which is basically research points. These research points, when you die, can be used to upgrade not only your abilities of your character, like being able to move faster or having more health, but once you actually get enough of certain types of guns, you unlock these workbenches that allow you to upgrade the damage output, the accuracy, aim speed, and all sorts of other things like max capacity of the guns that you get in the game. Later on in the game you'll also have access to a research lab where you can add different things like armor and other things that help you to survive for longer. And this is why it's a roguelike game, because you start off the game with basically nothing, survive for as long as you can, and every playthrough that you survive for as long as possible you will get these research points that can then be used to upgrade your abilities, upgrade your weaponry, and make you more powerful so you can survive for longer. You have a flashlight which you're able to use to light up dark areas to make it so you're able to see. This flashlight does run out of batteries over time and you do have to find batteries to refill it. You also have an oxygen supply which does start getting low and you have to find oxygen bottles in order to restock your oxygen. Also you'll have pickups and things throughout the levels, whether it's weapons or other bonuses, and when you level up you will get certain bonuses that you add onto your character, as well as being able to collect certain bonuses during the level that can do things like make your battery not run out or allow you to carry an extra oxygen bottle, for example. These are passive abilities that generally don't last, but they're still there as a boost for each playthrough. My advice to anyone starting this game will be to actually search and explore the first building you start in, collect everything you possibly can from it before going outside. Once you get outside, the game becomes more dangerous because there are more enemies, more varied enemies, and there's also the risk of nighttime. Now nighttime in this game when you're inside a building doesn't really affect you, but when you're outside and it gets to nighttime, everything comes out and everything is after you. It basically turns into a horde mode where you have to just try to survive or get into a building as quick as possible before you're annihilated. I learned this the hard way without really realizing it when I was going through an area at night outside in the canyon, and I had a flashlight and I was walking through slowly taking out enemies trying to get up the research points I had, and I got swarmed by about 15 enemies one after another very quickly and didn't even have a chance to react before I was gone. Like I say, when you do fail on this game and you die, then you do actually get to then go to a main base area, which gives you the ability to then upgrade your abilities or upgrade your weapons. The weapons that you find throughout the game can be various different things like a shotgun or a pistol shotgun. You have assault rifles and other things you can use, as well as a sniper rifle. But these weapons are weapons that you will find. And if you find these weapons, once you've found enough of them, for example, all of the types of pistols that are available, from like the revolver to the shotgun pistol and like a Glock, Then you can use the workbench for the pistols to upgrade the damage of pistols specifically. Some of these upgrade abilities will be for certain guns and some will generally be for all pistols, but this essentially will make you more powerful as you go through. Once you start finding more special weapons like sniper rifles and things like that and machine guns, you will unlock the various workbenches available to upgrade the damage output and reload speed of those things. The laboratory area that allows you to upgrade your armor and things like that is locked until you have killed so many enemies, and then you have access to that. There's also another area which is the library, which I haven't accessed yet and I don't know what it is, but you have to uncover 3 mysteries at once in order to do that. What this means is that you have to find these mysteries around the place in order to actually unlock them, but you have to do 3 of them, and I haven't survived for long enough to find 3 of them before I died. So on top of managing your ammo that you have to make sure you got enough bullets to attack the enemies, you can also use melee weapons like things like a katana that can be used to attack enemies up close. So basically you're managing your ammo, you're managing your oxygen, and you're managing your battery power, but that would have made a really long game name, so that's why they didn't call it ammo and oxygen and batteries. On top of that, you're having to survive all sorts of different creatures. There are ones that run at you, ones that jump at you, ones that shoot things at you. There is, for arachnophobia people, a big black spider thingy that shoots like stuff at you that stops you from moving and damages you, and that can be kind of terrifying when it jumps into the screen out of nowhere. There is a very large variety of different creatures, including a huge one that terrified the crap out of me when I first come across it, but it's not actually too hard to kill, so it wasn't too much of a problem. There are flying creatures, there are ones that spawn these little worm things that come after you, and they don't really attack you themselves, but they shoot these worm things and then the worm things run after you and they're weird. As well as these tiny little things that you can't really see coming and they get you, and they're the ones that keep killing me for some reason because I'm just not seeing them come at me. I'd expect potentially a lot more creatures to be added into the game on the final release, as well as some other things that are not available at the moment, like areas that you can spawn in, because obviously the game isn't actually the full release at the moment. The game also has multiplayer in it, though at the moment it is only local co-op. They do have plans to add full co-op into the game so you can play with your friends online. There is a lot more to this game than I've actually experienced at the moment, and the game is due to release in 2024. There is currently a demo available for this game, and the developers are participating in the Steam Demo Festival, so anyone that's interested can try the game for free from June 10th to the 17th. Whether you like roguelike games or you like top-down shooters, this is definitely a game that I will say get. It's worth it, it's worth the time, it's worth the effort, and it's a really fun game. If you made it this far through the video and you actually like my content, then please hit that subscribe button and also like it as well, because that helps me out a ton, helps me get more views on YouTube and serve to more people. I'm on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so you hitting that button helps me out a lot and helps me hit that target. That might take some time. If you press it though, you can help me get there faster. But if this isn't your sort of game, you like more simulation games, then check out my video for Hotel Business Simulator up there. That's a really good game. Or if you're a fan of games like Cluster Truck and speedrunning, check out Hell of an Office up there, because that is a game that's like Cluster Truck and is really good. Other than that, I just have to say thank you for watching my video. I've been Liking from Greenlight Reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.